Mr. Pyle.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I offer House Bill 1289, and I'd like to be short about this. Here's the central premise. Under Pennsylvania law, people convicted of trafficking drugs in the presence of minor face no enhanced penalty for their actions. Mr. Speaker, recently in the 60th District, we've had some of those heartbreakers that have prompted this bill. In Katanning, it was a lady, early 20s, selling heroin and cocaine off a coffee table with her kids sitting on the couch. In Ford City, it was the same thing, about a block and a half from the school. In Apollo, a gentleman who had done 10 years of federal time for cooking crystal meth got out and decided to reestablish business again. Now, Mr. Speaker, I have a very good friend on Drug Task Force, and I went to talk to him, and I asked him, Frankie, what was it like? Frankie told me when he went in the door, his skin was burning. The kids were crying that their eyes were burning and they couldn't see. And the really, really hard part about this, Mr. Speaker, is the kids were 4 and 6. Now, Mr. Speaker, there's a very well-known principle of education called imprinting. And what this principle says is basically everything you're ever going to learn in your life, 2/3 of it you've done by the age of 7. Think about that. How to walk, how to talk, how to taste, how to go to church, how to behave in school. When you take that principle of imprinting and you put a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old on the end of a couch of a parent who is peddling illegal contraband, Schedule II and Schedule III narcotics, that kid is going to see that action and they're going to think it's socially acceptable. Mr. Speaker, the ironic part about HB 1289 is it is not a new law. This is a new law that exists on our books already. What this does is it gives the judges an enhanced sentencing grid that allows them, according to their judgment and their option, to add up to 1 year's jail time for every child that was present during the drug raid. Mr. Speaker, in a nutshell, that's HB 1289. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.